What do you think?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, there are friends that are not good for us among believers. And it could be not that they are bad people. You understand what I'm saying? They are
Mm-mm.
not bad people, but they are bad friends. They are
Mm-mm.
not good for you as
Mm-mm.
friends
Mm-mm.
because of their weaknesses.
Mm-mm.
So some people are not necessarily out to destroy your family. They
Mm-mm.
are not, they don't have an evil heart, you
Mm-mm.
know, but it is because of their weaknesses, of the bad manners and behaviors that reside in their lives, that they
Mm-mm.
end up having a bad impact on you. But not
Mm-mm.
that they are bad people. For example, if there's somebody that has the weakness of gossiping, talking about people and all that, well, it's not like you say that this person is bad or anything, but you just notice that, well, this person cannot be my friend because
Mm-mm.
I cannot be involved in this kind of behaviors. And so you
Mm-mm.
don't make them your friend. We have to
Mm-mm.
we have to wisely choose friends, and there has to be we shouldn't rush also into making people intimate friends. You
Mm-mm.
can start off by being general stuff, but then prayerfully you start observing and give it some time before you start opening up to anyone, before you start getting intimate with
Mm-mm.
any friend, before you start opening up your family or your
I also
life
think some
to
of the
anyone.
things we should be on the lookout for. There are some people with this kind of character that they tend to draw you into competition
Mm.
or perhaps become envious. Something
Oh
that
yeah.
ordinarily nobody should even be envious about. You just
Yeah.
discover that they are envious or they are pushing you into competition.
Yeah.
And if you are not careful, even as a Christian, if you are not careful, you just find yourself being drawn into that.
Yeah.
And before the person knows it, the person is falling into sin.
Oh
What do
yeah.
you think? Is there a way
Yeah.
to detect all these harmful friends?
Yes, it is very, very possible to detect. There was somebody some time back. I just noticed that every time she would say, "Oh, did you see the Gucci bag that this person carried? Or did you see the LV bag this person?" And me, I don't normally notice all those things. I don't notice whether anything, unless the thing is so obvious and it is all over, I don't notice. I don't look at the brand of the shoe, the bag, or anything anybody's wearing. So by the time I noticed like once or twice that, oh, this person said, and I said, oh, I didn't even notice. I don't notice these things. But I just knew that, well, this is definitely not somebody that I want to be a close friend with because the things that matter to them are not the things that matter to me, honestly. And the kind of things that they're trying to draw my attention to are not the things that would profit my life in any way. So yeah, I think we should just be, if we are sincere with ourselves, we can know these things easily. Unless we ourselves somewhere lies in us that same weakness. You understand? And we just needed somebody to just help us to just make it, you know. So yeah, it's
I
something that you
I
notice.
think for women, the advice I would give is as a matter of discipline.
Yeah.
When you have a friend, discuss yourself. That's what I do. For example, I'm not someone into so many friends, but when even I discuss myself.
Oh
I
yeah.
hardly discuss somebody else. I
Oh
can
yeah.
hardly talk to somebody and I'm talking about Pastor Tom Faduba. I'll
Mm.
be talking myself.
Yeah.
If you understand what I mean, I'll be talking
Oh
about
yes,
myself.
definitely.
I'll be
I agree
talking
with
about
you.
my own personal needs, not
I
like
fully agree
talking
with
about,
you.
yes. So I think one of the advices we would give to women who probably they have found themselves prey in friendship would be, instead of having friends and discussing or gossiping around, why don't you self-discipline yourself and talk about yourself instead of looking sideways or talking about it, because by the time they open up, they bring in other people into their discussion, they will also bring their home into that discussion.
Yeah.
And before you know it, so many things are going on and a lot of
Oh,
things
yeah.
are destroyed. So many
Yeah.
relationships have been destroyed because of friends. And
Yeah.
so I think this is one of the things we want to establish today, that women should not go about gossiping about other people, because when they go about gossiping about other people, they are also opening themselves as a prey.
Oh, yes,
Yes.
definitely. Anyone who gossips with you about somebody is
Mm-hmm.
also going to gossip about you with
Mm-hmm.
another person. But you
Mm-hmm.
see, like you said, once you are that kind of person, people don't even normally, it's only maybe when somebody is just knowing you and new
Mm-hmm.
that they will ever offer. Like this person I was talking about, that was when I first knew the person and the person was saying those things. So it was very at the beginning. So of course, he didn't take the person time to know that, oh, let me know, this is not the type of person that would discuss these things. So with time, people will not even come to you when they would have known you that you are not such a person. You don't talk about people.
Mm-hmm.
So they won't even bother, you know, trying to do that with you. But you see, like I said, I've seen over the years, especially over the recent years, that there's benefit in having a friend that you can trust, that you can share with, that you can pray with
Mm-hmm.
when you get into trouble.
Yes.
Because there are sometimes situations that you go through in life that you see that if I have to bear this all by myself, then that burden will be too much. I can't bear it all by myself. I need somebody. Sometimes, it's just venting. It's just, you don't even need advice. It's just being able to talk about what you are going through to
Exactly.
somebody
Yes.
and let
Just
somebody
unburden yourself.
listen.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Just unburden yourself and
Mm-hmm.
let that person listen, and that will be it. But you see, there's a problem if you do that with somebody that is not tested and true, somebody
Mm-hmm.
that will betray you and spread your I will spread your
Mm-hmm.
business to the whole world.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's where we really have to carefully and prayerfully
Choose our
choose
friends.
our friends.
Mm. Okay.
Our friends. We have
Okay.
to prayerfully and carefully choose our friends.
So one of the
And
major things
even
we
when we,
want to,
yeah,
what did you
sorry.
say?
I was going to say that even with our good friends too, our good friends that we know are trusted, they don't mean us any harm or anything. Even when they advise us to, we still have to, you know,
Test
depend on the
everything.
guidance of God. Yes,
Yes,
because they
yes,
are
yes.
human too, and they can make
Mm,
mistakes,
mm,
and they
mm,
may not do that intentionally. They
mm,
may advise you, give you an advice that will hurt you rather than
mm,
bless you, but they do not intend to hurt you. That's why God is the utmost friend that every one of
mm.
us can
Anybody
have.
can have,
Is the
yes.
one, yes, that we have to
Mm.
depend on um,
Every time.
every time.
Mm,
Exactly. Yeah.
I think is very good. Is very good if we can rely on the Holy Spirit to choose our friends for us.
Oh yes. Oh
Yes.
yes.
One of the
Oh
things that
yes.
has helped me over the years in choosing friends is when I get to any new place, where
Mm,
I feel I will need somebody. Do you know, I always ask
yeah.
God, just send me one person. That's
Mm-hmm.
just what I tell God. I only need
Mm.
one person.
One.
Yes.
Yeah. In
So
most cases, you
everywhere
don't
I
need
get
more
to,
than
any
one.
new place, I only need one
Mm-hmm.
person. Just give me
Mm.
one person, Lord. And most of the time, this one person becomes a prayer partner.
Yes.
But even with a prayer partner, there's a limit to which you go with your friends.
Oh yes.
There's always a limit. And yes,
Oh
so it's
yes.
only God that can go all the way with you. So that's one of the things that God has used to bless me over the years.
Mhm.
Everywhere I get to, I'll just ask God, I only need one person. Just bless me with just bless me with one.
Mhm.
And that one
Yeah.
normally will turn to my prayer partner. Normally
Mhm.
we'll become friends. We'll start talking. Even
Mhm.
with talking, it gets to, there's always a limit, like I said.
Mhm.
Um, because I know that over the years there have been people that are falling prey, you know,
Yeah.
when it comes to this, and there's no way that it will not affect the home. There are even some women that their husband could have even warned them against friends, and they wouldn't listen. And there are some
Mm.
husbands as well that the
Whose
wives
wives have
have
won?
warned them, and they wouldn't
Mhm.
listen. And
Yeah.
before they know it, they are falling prey into the hands of betrayers, or they are falling into betrayers just like that.
Yes. Yeah.
But like you mentioned, I think the utmost is just to trust God
Yeah.
for our friendship, because friends are very great, but at the same time, we should have it at the back of our minds that friends can become harmful at any time. Yes. What
Yes.
advice would
And I
you?
also
Yeah, go
no,
on.
go ahead. Oh, okay.